White leather to the knee, we in the tropics. Left-handed switching speeds, I'm in the cockpit. Straight from Flushing, man, we known for using chopsticks. Problems getting dealt with, never pop shit. Hit you with the drop kick, Marty Jannetty. No, I hit you with the drop kick.
Hey guys, Strong Styles is back here again with a special thank you to Kevin Steen, who is now going off to the WWE. We will be seeing you, Kevin, but we're going to miss you because, well, we're not going to go to as many WWE shows as, like, well, at least NXT or whatever.
We try to stick to the indies mostly.
Yeah,
but these were the posters we took to the Steen's last show.
I got it signed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steen. We love you, Kevin.
We're going to miss you, even though we're still going to get to see you.
Yeah. We're going to
miss the old
Steen,
but
yeah. Just like we missed Bryan.
Yeah. It's just like,
of course, never mind.
It's like when you graduate from high school, like, you know, you see your friends in college or whatever, but it's not the same.
Yeah, they might still be cool, but
they're not as cool.
They're different.
They're mainstream now.
Right.
Can't be cool after that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome guys to a very special Run the Ropes. Boy, we haven't done one of these in a while, and there's some big shit going on right now.
We should introduce ourselves.
Well, yeah, we should.
I'm Justin the Orange Dream.
I'm Alex.
It's me, Noah.
Okay.
Now you know who we are if you haven't seen it.
If you're struggling with this one, what's wrong with you? Go back and watch the first one. Then
watch
come back
all
here.
of them. Watch all of them.
They're all great.
They're no longer relevant.
Yeah.
Watch all of them.
But they're still awesome. There's still some great commentary.
Because this one might not make sense to you if you didn't see this.
Right. There's story arcs, character development.
Yeah, okay. There's a lot
Running
going
jokes,
on here. A lot of moving parts.
Okay.
There's a lot of ins, a lot of outs.
Well, we got a lot to talk about. We got the Summerslam card from WWE, which is shaping up. From some news from ROH, the G1 going on, and, you know, a couple other things. But let's start out with the biggest news that just broke late last night, I believe. No, yeah, was it last night?
I think it was the night
before. Night before, yeah.
Night before, yep.
Yeah, where it was announced that TNA might not be re-signed by Spike TV.
They will not be re-signed by.
I heard it's still ongoing negotiations.
Yeah, there's still some maybes in the air.
But all signs are pointing to Spike TV not renewing Impact Wrestling for another year or another contract, which would mean the end of Impact Wrestling for North America.
Which means we can dance.
I suppose. I can't hang with you guys.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's all in the hips, baby. It's all in the hips.
Just watch Ace Ventura, and you can get that dance move down perfectly.
See, what I've heard was that they were told this far in advance because they're not, so they have enough time to find someone else.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
Yes. What it looks like is that the contract will expire at the end of October, I believe, or the beginning of October.
Yeah, it's around October.
Okay. And they're free to negotiate with other companies. Now, there are two sides to this argument. But let's rewind here a little bit. TNA has been rumored for a while now to have rehired Vince Russo, and it was proven to be actually true due to an email that got forwarded from like some guy from Top Brass with Vince Russo or whatever. So it was real that Vince Russo worked for the company, which means Dixie Carter lied to the wrestlers who don't like Vince Russo, lied to Wrestle One who they are working with who don't like Vince Russo, and lied to Spike TV who don't like Vince Russo. Why the fuck did she hire Vince Russo back then? Well, apparently that was the straw that broke the camel's back, because they've said basically because of like finding out about that and like you basically lied to us about who's working for your company, they are not going to renew him now. And Dixie Carter was telling her staff, the office, that we decided to not renew our contract with Spike TV because of them not giving us the right promotional material.
I don't believe that.
Wow, the fucking fantasy world that Dixie Carter lives in must be like the best drug trip ever.
You know what's my favorite part about just that little bit is that if you look back in the history of wrestling, do you guys remember when ECW was on a little network called TNN and they said they didn't get any promotion either?
Yeah.
That's the same fucking network. So if TNA thought any different was going to happen, why would they wait, what, 6 years now? How long have they been on Spike?
I think since 2000.
And now they're upset.
5, I want to say 2005, 2006, maybe 2007.
So I just don't buy that at all.
Started in 2005.
But I thought it was very funny that it's the same network.
Yeah.
With the same problems. Maybe they just don't really like wrestling that much on that network.
Maybe they just don't like bad wrestling.
Yeah. And if your product, your product is good enough, it'll rise above.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need a lot of promotion? Yes. But Spike TV was a great network for the promotion that they were putting on.
They were getting worse and worse ratings too, so they had done better previously in the past. I don't think their promotion was waning as much as the quality of their product had gone so far down.
But yeah, now they still have television over in the UK, I believe. But you know, the fact that they're not gonna have television in the US,
where they are based,
like that basically means the death of TNA. It's
unless they could somehow find someone else to put them, but they're not going to find a better.
I hope not.
But they need a network that's going to be willing to pay them enough to cover all their expenses. Yeah. And Spike couldn't really do it. I mean, TNA's still losing money to this day.
Yeah.
So if you think you're going to find another network
to buy into a sinking ship, you're fucked.
Yeah, you're asking a lot.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, we've been saying it all fucking year. We've been saying it since last year. TNA is gonna die, and it's like, it might actually come true now.
Yeah.
You know, this is
actually looking, I'd say, more likely than not that they're gonna die.
Yeah. Yes, and it's almost like, in a way, almost sad now because like the New York shows, I've heard like a lot of people saying like, yeah, they actually did pretty well with the New York shows, which was mind blowing to me. Like, wait, they actually did something well, you know? Like, holy shit. Yeah, it's you know, it's the only thing I'm sad about. The only thing I'm sad about is the fact that the wrestlers are gonna get fucked in this.
Yeah,
they had nothing to do with this. It is entirely the front office fault. Dixie Carter and her band of stooges, including Vince Russo, who is now the mass murderer of professional wrestling because he killed WCW and TNA. They're the ones to blame. Okay, and the biggest joke of this all was the very second that it was reported by TMZ that this was going on, Vince Russo was tweeting about his fucking website. Now you can sign up to be a premium member or whatever. He was talking nothing about TNA. He's trying to promote his own shit. It's like, he does not care about wrestling, folks. He hates wrestling. He only does it because for whatever fucking reason, people still hire him.
Yeah.
He hates wrestling fans.
He just cares about himself. But
yeah, he wants to become a studio dude. He wants to work for real television. He wants to work for movies.
But the thing is, TNA, no one's gonna feel bad for you. You're bringing this upon yourself. Not only bringing in Russo back after he was so horrible for them before, but keeping it secret from the wrestlers, supposedly
from companies you're working with,
from the
station you're on,
and then openly lying about it to the network.
Yeah.
I mean, the network is your boss in this situation, right. You know?
Yeah.
And that's the creative direction of the company. I mean, that's not like a little...
No, that's a big deal. You should not be doing that kind of thing.
And all this for Russo, was it worth it to keep Russo on?
Of all people.
Right. Yeah. It's mind-blowing to me, and it's shocking that, like, a company will die because of Vince fucking Russo again.
And yet, you know, you said it's sad because if you look at the latest shows that they've had, the New York shows, they've been good, and there's been a lot of good reports from these shows.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is that when you have a company that once you reach a certain breaking point, no matter what you do, it's too late.
Yeah.
You can't recover the damage that you've done in the time that you have.
And
there's no time.
And they had some good plans. Like those New York shows, like they were thinking like this is our reboot. This is where we're going to turn the company around. Then they're going to go back to New York pretty soon in August for another set of TV tapings. They were going to go to Japan for a Bound for Glory, and now all those plans are out the fucking window.
But the thing is, they were doomed anyway because they had Russo.
Oh yeah,
even if they would have kept their TV deal, if they kept Russo on,
it would be It would.
That's it.
But you know, like I said, like I feel bad for the wrestlers because obviously a lot of these guys are gonna get fucked.
There's just nowhere to go.
Yeah,
there's not enough.
But and also not only that, but like a lot of these guys have burned bridges and they're you know, Loki and Dave Richards are fucked. Like they are.
Well, I don't feel for them.
Well, I'm just saying they're done. Joe might go back to ROH, but he
would be a part-timer, I would imagine. I don't see him being a guy that he's not the same guy he was on the Indies, and the Indies are not a place for a guy.
Nope.
Yeah, and Aries kind of burned a bridge with ROH.
I think they would welcome him.
I think that he's got more of a possibility to go back than like Richards, but I wouldn't be shocked to never see him back.
No, me neither. Eddie's obviously going to probably go back to ROH. He's probably welcome back with open arms. Bobby Roode, I feel bad for because that guy's $1 million talent, and
he's not going to fit anywhere.
No,
really,
exactly.
Anywhere
no.
that's
except for WWE, which like
they don't want him.
Yeah,
now.
he's way past his prime.
If WWE wanted anyone in TNA, they'd have him by now.
Yeah.
You know? Except for maybe like if they want Angle to do something with the
I would
Hardy
not,
to do something with the company.
I wouldn't be shocked if like Jeff Hardy anyway, Kurt Angle, the Dudleys maybe go back to WWE like as like a
even
maybe.
Kurt Angle is a maybe.
Yeah.
Well, Kurt Angle, I think he'll
it's
sign to
all
like
well, that depends on
some
his
kind of
medical.
role with the company.
Because
I'm not saying wrestling.
he would not, I don't think he's gonna be wrestling.
I don't
But, like,
think so either.
they'll like bring him back as like a on-screen role, maybe like in just a
Yeah, I can see that. I do know that there was that story going around that he was passed out on a plane recently.
No, he
So
fell asleep.
That's what he said, but
Yeah.
still got around
I don't know.
backstage that he had some problems.
Yeah,
And so
I don't
they're
know.
already shaky about bringing him back anyway. Don't give me that fucking.
That's fucking rude.
But that actually, yeah, but it got backstage
Okay.
and it actually got around.
Who
It's an
knows?
issue.
But I don't know, man. My thing is, I'm glad TNA's dying, except for the fact that like the talent's gonna go have to leave and find better booking elsewhere. I mean, TNA was a waste of our time. It was a waste of it, and it's much like with WCW and ECW in a way. Like, yeah, it's sad, but like these companies weren't doing business well. They weren't growing. They weren't doing anything positive for wrestling, and their death brought along a huge wave of independent companies starting up, like ROH, like CZW, like Chikara, TNA, who was pretty good for a while. You know, so with TNA going away, if it does in fact go away, you know, I expect ROH to really ramp up their shit and like become the next big company, the next #2. I expect maybe Jarrett's company could have a chance now.
Yeah, I think honestly, I don't know much about the Jarrett.
No one does.
Thing. Yeah, nobody does. But I think, as far as ROH, I don't see them like exploding into the #2 spot. I think that they're going to stick with their slow,
They're
gradual.
kind of by default #2 right now.
Yeah, but I don't know if that'll last.
Right.
I think that not that they have a bad product or anything. I just think as far as exposure, they don't have enough of it, and
But I think my thing with
they
them
need
is
a TV deal that.
yeah.
TV.
I think that though for like what they have right now, they're doing very well.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
They're in a consistent mode of like doing good booking, drawing good numbers. You know, they're doing well. You know, so keep it that like this for and like up to the end of the year, and then look in the future about let's see how we can get any bigger.
Mm-hmm.
But like right now, like they're doing great as just what they are. Like I mean, for them to be on television and be doing as good a television they're doing right now, and like just keeping good house numbers, that's great. Yeah. Has any of you guys watched the New York tapings from TNA at all?
Nope.
I just saw one little segment, but nothing.
Yeah, I've been too busy with those shit. So, but like I don't know. It does really suck that so many guys, like our talented guys, are just going to be dropped off. Oh, another guy who's kind of fucked is Kenny King, because he ain't got nowhere. He ain't going to go back to ROH.
Yeah.
He's So yeah, like there's a lot of guys that are just going to be kind of screwed, and like I feel bad for their families.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I know, but like you said, I'm not excited to see TNA go because they were just doing so much the wrong way. They were horrible, so they didn't take care of their talent.
No.
They just.
Did you saw the whole story about the AJ had an interview that he has been paid more this year from like New Japan and indie bookings than he would have made all year in TNA.
Already.
Yeah, already.
Through the year.
Now he does charge quite a bit for his matches, but he's a demand talent. I mean, why wouldn't you?
And another thing is New Japan will pay for expenses where TNA didn't pay for travel expenses.
They didn't pay for fucking catering. That's Scott Steiner.
Yeah, Scott Steiner, yep. Got that plastic silk for it.
All right. Well, let's switch over. We're actually switching over to the WWE from TNA. Man, that's crazy. Well, let's talk about WWE, which their Summerslam show is actually gearing up to be a pretty good show this year. Obviously, the main event is much like we expected: Lesnar versus John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm hyped because Paul Heyman had a great promo the night after Battleground, hyping this up and basically making me want to see that match take place right then and there. Like, Heyman is a fucking genius. And then the next night last night on Raw, they had a promo, him and Cena back and forth. Cena had the best promo he's had in years. Like you felt this guy's passion for wrestling, and about it's like, yeah, I know that I'm gonna get my ass kicked by Lesnar. I don't care. I'm gonna keep fighting. Like, it's like he basically said like how I'm passionate about wrestling. I'm passionate about what I do. Lesnar's not passionate about anything but himself. And basically kind of calling out Lesnar for like, hey, I'm here every fucking night. Lesnar shows up when he wants to. So it's like, well, you know, like I'm kind of enjoying, looking forward to what they do with this match.
Yeah, I don't know. They had an amazing match at Extreme Rules before. I don't know if it can top that, but this is on a bigger stage, main event for the title. I think they're going to have a different match than they had before. There's more building toward this match, you know. So
it's going to be interesting.
And Lesnar coming out beating Undertaker. There's going to be a lot of interest in this match.
Mm-hmm. And if you are going to, you know, kind of a little bit shoot on Lesnar like that, he's going to bring it. You're going to earn that promo.
Dude, but the thing is, like, I think Cena, you know, is a tough enough guy where he's going to be able to take the beating.
Sure, and I think that either way, John Cena going in knows that this is going to be a battle. He's coming.
Oh, yeah. Lesnar is a fucking freight train right now.
This could be, I don't know, this could be pretty awesome.
I got a feeling it's going to be awesome. I think there's too much riding on this match, not for it to look
And having Lesnar as champion with Heyman managing him sounds unbelievably cool. So hopefully we get to see that.
Back to the good old 2002 days, man.
Like old school Bobby Heenan stuff.
Yeah. Right, and it's going to be great to have a heel champion that isn't a scaredy cat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Fucking,
legit badass.
Also on the show will be Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins, finally getting that match, which I'm excited for.
Hopefully it'll be on the show.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
They keep delaying it.
Roman Reigns versus Orton probably be taking place. I've heard some negative reports about the matches on house shows, but a lot of people in the backstage are thinking that maybe Orton is intentionally sabotaging the matches, a la the Kofi Kingston feud back in 2010.
That wouldn't surprise me, actually, but maybe they just, I don't know, I mean, Reigns is kind of
But I do like that, like, there are people in the backstage, like, who know, like, hey, listen, this guy's good enough to be, like, why is he having so many matches with Orton? It's like,
and I think that people, it's come down to some people think that Orton is throwing these matches, making them look bad, and other people just think Orton's being lazy. You know, he's got that, he's got two styles.
Yeah.
He's got the good, competitive, he's there to wrestle style, and then he's got that crowd killer style that I'm just going to slow this thing down.
Match style.
Man.
Oh my god.
But I'll say right now, though.
That's a classic, though.
I do really like that, like, finally people are calling him on his bullshit, and, you know.
Well, because now he doesn't draw the way he used to.
And the fact that, like, hey, this guy's good, and we all like him, like, don't be fucking this up from him. He's good enough to be on,
right.
You know. So.
Yeah, I mean, he's at the point he needs to impress people, I think, to keep his spot.
I think so.
There's guys, if Reigns is coming up, they've got Steen up there. If Lesnar's going to be champion, Daniel Bryan, whenever he comes back, he's already kind of been more important than him this past year.
Orton proved last year that people don't care about Orton.
No, they don't.
That whole Daniel Bryan feud had nothing to do with Randy. It could have been anybody. They could put anybody in that role.
Yeah, they could have.
Randy Orton was just a filler.
Yeah.
We also will be having, well, it looks like probably Rusev versus Swagger again. You said like it might be a flag match. I've heard that rumor too.
That'd be stupid, but
I mean, what? I guess isn't a flag match just a match where who wins? You get to wave your flag.
Pretty much. That's what I thought. Maybe it's a flag on a pole match. You gotta take down. You gotta take down the opponent's flag and pee on it or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I can get into that.
Paige versus AJ is going to happen again, which hopefully
should be better than last time.
Yeah. Now that Paige is a heel, I expect more from this now.
Yeah.
Another match that I've actually got a lot of people excited is Stephanie McMahon taking on Brie Bella. These girls actually closed Monday Night Raw with a segment, and the crowd was getting into it, man. And yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I personally don't want to see it. I don't care to see it. But if you get the crowd behind it,
the crowd was going
that's all that matters.
The crowd was going apeshit for it, man. Like they were going hot for it.
Stephanie's been like, she's been getting some crazy heel heat.
I would say, like, if it was not for Paul Heyman, Stephanie McMahon would be up there for best non-wrestler this year. Like, she's been that good in the microphone. She has been able to make people want to kill her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, like, especially during that Daniel Bryan feud. I mean, like, you wanted her dead.
I mean, she made you hate her.
Yeah, and she's definitely McMahon. That's all I can say, man. She's a McMahon, through and through. I'm trying to remember if there's any other rumored matches to take place. I'm not remembering. But, Wyatt versus Jericho, too.
That should be better than last time, too.
Please God. Yep.
Might be a stipulation involved.
Maybe. And also speaking of Daniel Bryan, we were mentioning Daniel Bryan is a fucking boss, is what he is.
Yes, he is.
So, you know what? Noah, I know how much you love this story.
Actually, you know it better than I do.
Really?
Honestly.
Oh,
I got it from you. Were the one who told me. So.
Okay. I want you to picture this.
Close your eyes.
Okay,
Just
close your eyes.
Everyone.
Okay.
No peeking.
You are Daniel Bryan. You have a luscious
Imagine you're Daniel
beard.
Bryan. You're amazing.
A luscious beard. You know,
You're
with your-
all that is man.
Yes, you are a real man's
You have a
man.
10-foot penis. 10 foot, I said, not inches.
You're driving home with your wife Brie Bella. You pull in your driveway of your garage. And you see two robbers trying to steal your shit. And they flee. What would you do? Well, being that you are fucking Daniel Bryan, a real man's man, the American Dragon, the greatest professional wrestler to ever set foot on this planet.
10-foot penis.
10-foot penis, yep.
You chase that fucker down. You capture him. You put him in a rear naked chokehold. And you hold him until police arrive and arrest his ass. Bearing in mind, you are doing this with a broken freaking neck.
Yes.
Yeah.
A hurt shoulder that needs surgery, and you're also waiting on possibly neck surgery on a nut for again, and he still fucking tackles this guy and chokes him out. Daniel Bryan is the greatest fucking man on the planet.
That's, the badassness of that knows none of this.
Wait, I don't know if you guys heard this part, but at a press conference, the press asked Daniel Bryan, "Did you put him to sleep?" And his words were, "No comment."
Oh.
So I think he got what he deserved.
Yeah.
Dude, Daniel Bryan would fuck a guy. Like, Daniel Bryan is stiff to his
Give him
friends.
the elbows, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the
man.
cops arrived and said, "I have till 5.
High five, joke of the night right there.
Yes, very good.
Yes, so Daniel Bryan is the fucking greatest man on the planet, and he's a badass. Plain and simple.
Legit
Kurt
badass.
Angle, move over. You're, winning a gold medal with a broken freaking neck is, who cares?
That's right.
Daniel Bryan took on a fucking burglar.
I just love these stories of wrestlers being badasses in real life. You know,
Yeah.
they're some of my favorite ones. 'Cause
Like
people-
Sean Devari and Chris Masters.
Chris Masters, Sean Devari, yeah. But like when people say like wrestlers aren't real athletes or they're fake or whatever, and then your stories about this, you're like,
Yeah.
wrestlers are pretty badass.
Yeah. Speaking of badass wrestlers, two guys have officially signed with the WWE.
Ooh, excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of them is the real rock and roller, Prince Devitt. You're late.
Yeah, sorry.
Um,
I'm slow on the
I'm
sorry.
so fucking hyped for him. I think this is the guy who is perfect for the WWE. He's gonna fucking blow people's minds. Please God though, let him keep like the real rock and roller gimmick. I would like him to do the body art like for
I wouldn't
WrestleMania.
be shocked to see that stuff.
I would think that they would realize the money involved in that, like how much that's gonna be fucking huge for
And
them.
with both, well, I guess we won't
Oh,
mention one.
and the second one is a guy who if you had told me 10 years ago that this man would be signed to the WWE, I would have said, oh,
You told
no.
me like a couple months ago. I would say.
Even if, yeah, whatever. Any time period.
Ever.
1956.
Yes.
Yeah.
When this man was born,
Crazy,
when this man was born, and you said this man will be in the WWE one day, I would have said nay.
Nay, sir.
Yes. The man who has been signed to the WWE is none other than KENTA. Arguably the greatest wrestler to ever come out of Pro Wrestling Noah, except for probably, well, a junior wrestler, I'll say. Because obviously, if you're talking
Kenta
about
Kobashi.
Kenta
and
Kobashi
Misawa.
and Misawa, yes. So,
But-
junior wrestler. But Kenta is basically the Japanese version of Daniel Bryan. He's a badass. He fucks people up. He says...
And he don't give a fuck
Yes.
about it either.
He said in an interview with Renee Young where Funaki was his interpreter, which I thought was fucking awesome.
That's amazing.
I love,
Yeah,
I
that's
love that.
fantastic. I hope they continue.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
I would love to see Funaki back. I was always a big Funaki mark.
Yeah.
Justin, please, when Renee Young asked Kenta, what's your style like? How did Kenta reply?
Said my style is kick. I'm here to kick ass. That's what he
Truer
said.
words were never spoken.
Yeah.
That's great.
Run in fear, WWE roster, because Kenta is coming to whoop your ass.
I want to see Kenta versus Daniel Bryan in WWE on pay-per-view.
Oh my! WrestleMania.
Oh my!
There you go.
That might be the
Boom.
greatest match ever.
Yeah, the greatest of all time.
They'll finally get that 5-star rating that they deserve from Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, but you think
How about this?
all the matches that they could have, you know, you have Kenta and
Kenta Seth
Zayn,
Rollins, Kenta Dean
Rollins.
Ambrose, Kenta John Cena,
Yeah.
Kenta Brock Lesnar,
Cesaro.
Cesaro. Oh.
If any of those matches take place, they're gonna be amazing. If any
Yeah,
of those take place,
anything.
How about this? 3-way. Sami Zayn, Prince Devitt, Kenta.
it'll be sweet.
And not to mention Kevin Steen's coming there too.
Steen, yep.
I mean, Sami Zayn and Kevin Steen. I mean, I know Sami Zayn's no El Generico because he died in an orphanage in Mexico, but that's still pretty
He's the
awesome.
next best thing.
He's the next best thing. I mean,
Yeah.
holy
Yeah,
shit, man.
but with both of these guys, I think that you're going to see a lot of the stuff that they did before, they're going to carry over.
Oh, yeah.
Because if, I think it was on WWE.com, they had articles for both guys. They listed the guys' past history, where they've been, what they've done. So I think what they want to do is bring some of that already established power.
Yeah.
Maybe not star power, but at least give people the idea that these guys are well-traveled, they know how to wrestle, just trust us, they're good. Kind of stuff, you know?
Also, I would like to say, like, they did a really cool thing for Kenta, like how they had him announce the signing of him. Where, like, in Osaka, they had Jimmy Hart and Hulk Hogan out there, and they bring him out. That was pretty fucking cool. That's pretty awesome. And you know, and you know, and also, like, you know, you gotta remember, like, Hogan is still a big name over in Japan, man. He's
a big name everywhere.
Well, I mean, but like, I think the Japanese audience aren't as jaded as, you know, American guys are.
Well, he still drew
that's
viewers.
That's true. That's true.
When he was
but
on TV, so.
yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome. That's a really big compliment.
And I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But with both these guys, I think they could bring something. I think they could be successful despite not being, you know, typical WWE guys that they look for, because they bring something that the crowd has never really seen before.
Exactly.
Both guys have a unique. They haven't really seen Kenta's type of. He might tone it down a little bit, but his kind of style, you know, I don't think they've really seen that used well. I mean, they saw Caval, but you know, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But with Devitt, his style, I think he could retain most of his moves and stuff, because while he does a lot of aerial stuff, he's pretty safe, and it's very finesse style. You know, he doesn't do a lot of stuff that's dangerous.
His strength really is in his storytelling. He's a good storyteller.
A lot of it's how he makes the stuff look, rather than like how dangerous.
Tough, how much he hits, how hard he hits you. I agree.
And he's got a great personality, so he should do very well.
And also Kevin Steen. I mean, like, Kevin Steen is a guy who has the mic skills of a main eventer already, I think.
Yeah, he'll instantly be one of those.
And I mean, and also, like, again, like, same thing. He's not the typical WWE wrestler. He's a little bit bigger, yes, but he is just so athletic and just God-given talent that I think he will shine, you know.
And really, if Dean Ambrose can get over, why not these guys? Because Ambrose isn't the
I think WWE's starting to realize, like, you know, they need to start using some of these different guys, because the WWE style of guys don't work anymore. They're not getting over.
One thing with Kenta that I'm curious to see is I wonder what he's going to use as his finish, because I don't think they're going to give him the GTS.
Can't use the Busaiku
and yeah. So
or and also use the yes lock too.
Yeah, can't use that either. So
we'll see.
Stomping on someone's head.
It's probably the double
that could
stomp.
finish.
It could be the double stomp.
Could be double stomp. Yeah.
Cool. Mention just the double stomp, like the outside thing. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, that's terrifying.
Okay. Also, WWE has officially shown that there's another veteran who's been signed to the company. A man by the name of Steen, who appeared at the WWE Comic-Con panel, whatever, and just like, yeah, so Sting is officially with the WWE.
Well, this is a man that we have openly pretty much trashed a couple times.
Still has name value, I'll give him that, but, and it's like, you know, hey, I'll be willing to watch one more match, like, just get in fucking shape. Get in fucking shape, and...
Would have been nice if he would have been back in time to face Undertaker, but...
Yeah.
I mean, it's a possibility still. The luster will be off of it, but it'll still be a spectacle.
Yeah.
I think as long as they give Sting one match at Mania, give him a big opponent, make it a spectacle, give the fans what they want to see, a send-off, and him in WWE.
But it was like a John Cena.
I don't know. I think
I don't want to see.
Okay.
I mean, they could use Cena better, honestly.
Yeah, and it would look okay. But
it kind of needs to be a veteran.
I agree. I think
I agree.
It's a match that we...
Like a dream match.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough.
People in the 90s always wanted to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, one thing I want to say, though, like, is Sting come out and, like, cut up a promo and have Bray Wyatt and him do it back and forth. That'd be pretty cool, I think.
Yeah.
An idea, you know?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Also, coming out on Thursday, they'll be announcing, like, the W Network numbers or whatever you said?
Yes. So that's... a lot of people are nervous about that.
Especially
I know
since it's already clear that it's already been told they've lost quite a bit of money this year.
And on top of that, there's a class action lawsuit against the WWE because they promised their shareholders they get a certain number or a certain amount of money from the TV deal that they didn't get.
And they said they misled the investors on their projections and everything.
And this is another one of those things that they told them one thing, and here come the numbers to say something else. So this could be another time for cutbacks. We could see a lot more guys coming, being released, more free agents, which if TNA goes under, the free agent market is just going to be flooded.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, maybe Jarrett can snatch up some
Oh,
guys and make something.
Jarrett's gonna be snatching.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
He's a snatcher.
He's a snatcher.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's switch over to ROH. There's not much to talk about really about ROH. They're doing really good right now, I think. The big thing they got coming up is like they got a New York show, which originally was supposed to be TNA, but then they got the boot from the booking. The Field of Honor show.
Yeah.
They are really pumping out the big stuff for this match, the show.
They're stacked.
The 3 matches that I think the biggest is one, Jay Lethal versus Matt Taven in a steel cage match, which I really hope is the end of this feud because I'm done with Matt Taven versus Jay Lethal.
Done with Matt Taven.
Yeah, Matt Taven, period, actually. I'm sorry, Matt. And also, Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels taking on Red Dragon.
That should be good.
Yeah. And then the main event is fucking stacked. Michael Elgin defending against Adam Cole, Jay Briscoe, and AJ Styles. That's a fucking stacked match right there.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. So yeah, this could be a really, really good show, and I think that they proved like, hey man, like you're gonna give us the booking. All right, we're gonna bring our A game, and they're treating it like a big deal. That's really smart.
Mm-hmm.
Also for us, they've announced that they're coming to Kalamazoo in October, so we'll be going to that.
Yep.
Too sweet.
Too sweet. So that means no more Dearborn.
Well,
shows
maybe they'll come back to Dearborn.
Possibly.
Like I'm thinking that this is probably just that they've opened up a new market there, and they want to
test the waters.
Yeah, they want to get the crowd to see like how get the crowd to talk about ROH and blah blah blah. So we'll see. Last but not least, we got the
we got a little bit more of ROH. I just want to touch on just because TNA is going out of business. Who was it that was possibly coming back?
Oh, Dave Lagana.
Lagana.
Yeah, has talked. He approached ROH about possibly coming back and working like with the pay-per-view stuff because like obviously ROH is doing pay-per-view. Well, did a pay-per-view and like maybe they want to do more. So he approached them about possibly working with them, and he also was talking about maybe being involved in like the social media aspect of it.
Which I really hope that they bring him back. He did a fine job when they were on HDNet. I think that he's got a good mind for what he's doing.
Yeah, I see he helped him grow quite a bit. I think they've gotten a lot. They started getting much bigger when he was involved. So maybe he could be a guy to bring him to another level.
That'd be cool. All right. Well, now switching over to the biggest thing going on right now, kind of, is the G1 over in New Japan.
The biggest tournament of the year for me.
Yeah, me and Noah are currently not watching. We're playing catch up on New Japan stuff. I'll probably be starting that pretty soon. But the Orange Dream has been watching a little bit of it.
I've seen the first 2 days, and I can say the first day is the best show I've seen all year so far.
That's good.
The second day is a very good show. Not nearly as good as the first day, but just the thing about the G1 is just loaded with the best wrestlers in the world. You've got Tanahashi, Nakamura, Okada, Shibata, Ishii, AJ Styles in this tournament. You got some of the absolute best guys, and when you get having all of them face each other, you're going to have just every night you're going to have some kind of spectacular
and there's
match,
so much wrestling in a short period of time. It's the World Cup of wrestling.
Yeah, it really is. And they tend to have it like each night they have a different kind of main event featured match. They space out their really big matchups nicely.
Yeah, they did. They
just the way they book these things is amazing to me.
Yeah.
So
out of curiosity, who do you guys think might win it this year? Do you have any idea? Predictions?
I think I'm going with Nakamura.
Okay.
But they haven't really hinted at who might win at all. So
I mean, I haven't seen it. I'm still catching up.
Yeah,
I'd love to see them make a turnaround and give it to Shibata.
I'm thinking Shibata might.
I
think Shibata has a real chance. I'm not going to spoil it, but like there's some hinting that like this might be happening.
I hope so.
I hope so, and that'd be awesome. But Nakamura's a good one too. But that's really the only two I can think of. Is like.
But the guys that I'm looking forward to their matches, I'm looking forward to Ishii's matches because last year he was
Honma has been kicking ass
that
too.
Was number two because he's a guy that like Ishii last year, people didn't really know Now Honma's on my radar.
He's hungry.
He is something.
Yeah. Well, Honma actually got in the tournament through a unfortunate circumstance, which was Kota Ibushi during a match with Kushida for the IWGP Junior title suffered a really severe concussion. I actually saw the bump that he took. He took like the double kick to the face, whatever, like the handspring kick.
Oh.
It was really bad because like instantly he went down and he was like shaking and like he was like stumbling. It was
scary.
Bad. I've actually heard rumors that he might have to look into retiring because of how severe the concussion was.
That sucks. Kota Ibushi's, in my opinion, if not the best, absolutely one of the top high flyers in the world. I think he's the best.
I think so too. it would be a real shame for a career to end, and I know, and you could tell right away Kushida realized something was wrong, and like when he won the match, like he really was not like very happy because he knew that he fucked up.
Yeah.
So I really hope that like
sucks.
I really hope Kota Ibushi makes a recovery because I just don't want that on Kushida's, who's a great talent. I don't want that on his contract. Yeah.
Plus, that's an injury that could be life altering.
Yeah.
It could stick with you. We saw what happened. I mean, I hate to say things like this, but we saw what happened to Bret Hart. You know, so it's scary. Take as much time as you need. If you can't come back, it's terrible. But
it's best to retire and not risk further
capable.
Yeah. One last thing to talk about on a personal note for me is the fact that at the Kobe World Festival from Dragon Gate USA, Uhaa Nation was teaming in a big team with Liger, who was making an appearance, which was awesome because Liger's the fucking legend. And Liger was so impressed with Uhaa Nation, he is now pushing New Japan to book Uhaa Nation in New Japan.
I think Nation deserves to be featured somewhere.
Oh, absolutely,
yeah, for sure.
He's pretty over in Dragon Gate, but like Dragon Gate's just
nobody watches Dragon Gate outside of Japan, really.
Yeah, a couple, yeah. And like he's like never at Dragon Gate USA or Evolve anymore, and so him and that would be awesome. And also, he's a heavyweight, man. Put him in the G1, man. You could get get miles out of Uhaa Nation, man. That guy's a badass. So good luck to Uhaa Nation, man. I'm pulling for him. He's an awesome dude. I talked to him quite a bit. I'd like to see him live still.
All right.
All right.
Is that all on the agenda?
Anything else?
We covered a lot of ground here.
We covered a lot of ground.
I feel good about what we've accomplished.
There's going to be a lot of things happening in the next coming weeks in wrestling.
We are super fucking busy. We are swamped up to our ass.
We got swamp ass.
We got swamp ass.
We got swamp ass.
Yeah.
But
it's wrestling. It's wrestling swamp ass. That's the best kind of swamp ass to have. All right. Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye.